Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th Canto, Chapter 33rd, entitled The Rasa Dance, Text 38. Vikriditam vrajavadhubhiridam cha Vishno Shraddhanvito nushrunuyadhatha varnayedyaha Bhaktim param bhagavati pratilabhya kamam Hridrogamashvapahinotyachirena dhiraha. Translation and purport by disciples of Srila Prabhupada. Anyone who faithfully hears or describes the Lord's playful affairs with the young gopis of Vrindavan will attain the Lord's pure devotional service. Thus he will quickly become sober and conquer lust, the disease of the heart. Purport. The extraordinary power of Lord Krishna's conjugal pastimes is clearly revealed here. Qualitatively, the Lord's spiritual, loving pastimes are the diametric opposite of material lusty affairs. So much so that simply by hearing about the Lord's pastimes, a devotee conquers sex desire. By reading pornographic literature or hearing about material romance, we certainly do not conquer sex desire, but rather increase our lust. But hearing or reading about Lord's conjugal affairs has exactly the opposite effect, because they are the opposite nature, being purely spiritual. Therefore, it is by the causeless mercy of Lord Krishna that he exhibits his Rasa Leela within this material world. If we become attached to this narration, we will experience the bliss of spiritual love and thus reject the perverted reflection of that love, which is called lust. As nicely put by Lord Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita 2.59, Param Drishtva Nivartate, once having directly experienced the Supreme, one will not return to material pleasures. Thus end the Bhaktivedanta purports. The humble servants of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, to the 10th canto, 3rd chapter of the Srimad Bhagavatam entitled The Rasa Dance. Hare Krishna. So welcome all the devotees for this year's Sharat Purnima Mahotsav. Once again, for all of us, this very beautiful time, the beginning of the month of Kartik. It's very interesting that immediately after Kartik comes the month of Margashirsha. And in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna explains that of all months, he is the month of Margashirsha. And Kartik is the month of Srimati Radharani. So, quite philosophically placed these both months, siddhantically placed both these months, that in order to reach Krishna, in order to reach Krishna's month, Margashirsha, we have to first go through the month of Srimati Radharani, which is beginning from today, the month of Kartik. So we are used to Diwali discount offers. Also, Diwali happens to be in this month. So here in the discount offer offered by Srimati Radharani's mercy to enter into the most intimate aspect of Madhurya Ras, beginning from the Ras Leela pastime. You know, it's like if we try to understand the beginning of Sharat Purnima with today, the day when Lord Sri Krishna performed the Ras Leela, in our language we can say, कोई बल्लेबाज होता है ना, बहुत प्रख्यात बल्लेबाज होता है, स्टार बैट्समैन, पहली बॉल में सिक्सर. So this is like that. Ras Leela, first pastime, beginning of Sharat Purnima. It's like the star pastime of all pastime. Therefore, Ras Leela is considered to be the Chudamani of all pastimes of Krishna. And yes, of course, we do not have the qualification, but herein Shukdev Goswami is giving us a qualified way to understand this particular pastime, and so many of our other acharyas, they have given very specific details of how this pastime, which is so esoteric, which is so sublime, which is so pure, that the most impure in this world can become the purest just by trying to understand in proper parampara this one pastime performed by Lord Sri Krishna. So to begin with, why Lord Sri Krishna initiated this one pastime? There are other pastimes wherein we can see that it just happened, the pastimes just happened, but herein, when we are talking of this celebrated Ras Leela, it was initiated by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So I'll be discussing from Rupa Goswami's Ujjwal Neelamani, and many of the acharyas, the successors after Rupa Goswami, they have given their inputs and their commentaries, उनकी उत्प्रेक्षा. तो बीच बीच में क्योंकि कृष्ण कथा है, वृंदावन की कथा है, तो हम थोड़ा हिंदी बीच में इस्तेमाल करेंगे ताकि उसमें और रस आए. तो बहुत से आचार्यों की उत्प्रेक्षाएं हैं रूप गोस्वामी के इस उज्ज्वल नीलमणि कृत ग्रंथ में. सो द पूर्ण पुरुषोत्तम भगवान, yes, Krishna is Purna Purushottam Bhagwan, was feeling apurna. And only after the rasa dance, Krishna, he experienced the completeness of his godhood. तो जो अपूर्ण भगवान वो पूर्ण पुरुषोत्तम हुए, लीला पुरुषोत्तम हुए इस रास लीला के पश्चात. Now, there are many names also given to this pastime. In the local Braj Bhasha, this Ras Leela is also called Chhai Masi. Masi means month, Chhai Masi. So this Ras Leela, why it's called Chhai Masi? Because it takes at least 6 months to discuss this one pastime. In Vrindavan, if they have to discuss this Ras Leela, they need minimum of 6 months. Therefore, it is called Chhai Masi. And this is also one of that pastime. There are different categories of pastimes wherein, Krishna, he wanted to establish something through those pastimes. So one category of pastime is called Man Hanan Leela. So Krishna performed the Govardhan Leela, किसका मान हनन करने के लिए? देवराज इंद्र. देवराज इंद्र का मान हनन करने के लिए गोवर्धन लीला. ब्रह्म विमोहन लीला, ब्रह्मा जी का मान हनन करने के लिए. In the Brahma Vimohan Leela, when Brahmaji tried to test Krishna and he stole away Krishna's associates. So we know towards the end, Krishna, he expanded himself into all the cowherd boys and calves for 1 full year. And Brahmaji, when he realized his mistake, he begged forgiveness. मान हनन हो गया, कृपा याचना कर रहे हैं. So Krishna wanted to, like it is said that the final lesson to Lord Brahma in the Man Hanan Leela, in the Brahma Vimohan Leela. So what Krishna did, Krishna, he not only expanded himself into all the cowherd boys and calves, which was very much astonishing to Lord Brahma. How did he do it? Not only Krishna did that, but Krishna, he also expanded himself as Lord Brahma. Exactly, a look-alike of Lord Brahma. And before Lord Brahma would reach Brahmaloka, so here in Lord Brahma, he is begging forgiveness and all of this is going on. And as Lord Brahma is returning back, before he could reach Brahmaloka, Krishna, he impersonated himself as Lord Brahma. And he reached before Lord Brahma in Satyaloka. And he told all the Satyaloka Vasis, there is a fake Brahma who is roaming around. And any time he may try to enter our Brahmaloka. So make sure that he shouldn't get entry into Brahmaloka. So everyone, yes, Vidhata ji, Brahma ji, definitely. So here in Krishna, as Lord Brahma, he seated on the asan, the simhasan, and then the real Brahma ji comes. And he's saying nobody is attending to him. In fact, he's not even allowed entry. We know who you are. Get lost. The servants of Satyaloka to Lord Brahma get lost. What has happened to you? So then later on when Lord Brahma got to know that, this was like the last nail on the coffin, that Man Hanan. So this is one category of Krishna Leela, Man Hanan Leela. So Ras Leela is also called Man Hanan Leela. What was the first name? Chhaimasi. The second name of Ras Leela is Man Hanan Leela. किसका मान हनन किया इस लीला में? साक्षात कामदेव का मान हनन किया. Kamadev also had become a little proud. And then when Kamadev, he noticed that here is Krishna along with so many gopis, so many of his cowherd girlfriends. And this kind of conjugal pastime is happening without me. Anything of that sort, the main person or the catalyst has to be Kamdev. So Kamdev was feeling left out. Nowadays, there is one kind of a syndrome, and there is a technical name given to this. People nowadays are suffering from this very much. I don't know how much here in Bombay, but in the West so much. It's called FOMO. Fear of missing out. That's called FOMO, fear of missing out. So Kamadev at that point of time was suffering from this syndrome called FOMO. Fear of missing out. कोई पूछ ही नहीं रहा है, मुझे कोई यूज ही नहीं कर रहा है. यहां पर इस प्रकार का आदान प्रदान चल रहा है, श्रृंगार रस, माधुर्य रस, और मुझे कोई पूछ ही नहीं रहा है. In fact, Lord Krishna, when he realized that Kamadev is feeling something like that Lord Krishna should be needing Kamadev's help for Ras Leela. So Lord Krishna just played upon his flute. Just playing upon his flute, Kamadev, he was totally defeated. Now, what to speak about Kamadev? Everyone in this material world, we are very much suffused and drenched, initiated for a very long time by Sri Kamadev Maharaj. But herein, he was trying to use all of his arrows, all of his charms, all the seductions, but just Krishna's sound of flute playing, that was enough for Kamadev to drop his weapons, come on his knees and surrender, hands on, to Madan Mohan. So Lord Krishna got this name Madan Mohan after Ras Leela. जिन्होंने मदन को मोहित कर लिया, मदन मीन्स क्यूपिड, मदन को जिन्होंने मोहित कर लिया, तो उनका नामकरण हुआ रास लीला के पश्चात मदन मोहन नाम से. So therefore, another name for Ras Leela is Kam Vijay Leela. Chhaimasi. The second is Man Hanan Leela. And herein it is mentioned, this is Kam Vijay Leela. So, when Krishna, he was performing this pastime, it's called Rasa Leela. Why it's called Ras Leela? Because all kinds of rasas, we'll be discussing about those rasas. We have the 5 primary rasa and the 7 secondary rasas. 12 of these rasas. Each of these rasas, how Krishna used in the Ras Leela. Therefore, Rupa Goswami, he mentions that Ras Leela is Rasanam Samu iti Ras Leela. It is the Samu, it's like the Kumbh Mela of rasas. Just like all the different akhadas and sadhus and spiritualists and transcendentalists, if you want to see them at one place, go to Kumbh Mela. And some of these sadhus, nobody can locate them, where they live, what they do. They also appear when it is the Shahi Snan, the Kumbh Mela Shahi Snan. तो ये रास लीला भगवान ने सब प्रकार के जो रसों के अखाड़े, सब प्रकार के रसों के अखाड़ों को इस रास लीला में लेकर आए. रास रचैया श्याम है, रास बिहारी नाम है, रासेश्वरी लाडली के संग रास करत श्रीकांत है. राधे श्याम जय राधे श्याम, राधे श्याम जय श्यामा श्याम. So Radharani also got a name, Raseshwari. Just like Krishna, after performing Ras Leela, got the name Rasa Bihari. Similarly, Shrimati Radharani got the name Raseshwari. रासेश्वरी लाडली के संग रास करत श्रीकांत हैं, नंद गांव के श्याम हैं, कृष्ण कन्हैया नाम है. So herein, when we begin with the 5 primary rasas, before that, now this is not mentioned in Ujjwal Neelamani, but I have taken it from Patanjali Yoga Sutra. थोड़ा हमारी लेवल से शुरू करते हैं, तो धीरे धीरे विल कम इनटू दी ग्रूव की. पहले अपनी औकात जान लें और फिर उसके बाद चर्चा करते हैं कि राधा रास बिहारी जी ने क्या किया. सो अकॉर्डिंग टू पतंजलि योगा सूत्रस, देयर आर 5 काइंड्स ऑफ rasas within the material world in kind of its evolution, beginning with Narakiya ras. A little higher up than that is Parthiva, Swargiya, Divya, and then finally Bhakti ras. So the lowest, the bottommost, like Kali Yuga is considered to be the bottom of the trash can. If the material world, जैसे आपने देखा बड़ा कचरे का ड्रम है, कचरे के ड्रम में फ्रेश कचरा फिर भी टॉलरेबल होता है, ऊपर अभी भी डाला है आज. लेकिन जब उसको वो म्यूनसिपाल्टी की गाड़ी खाली करती है और जो सबसे नीचे वाला पता नहीं पिछले महीने का होगा, 2 महीने का होगा, गीला, That's called Kalyuga, bottom of the trash can. And therefore, in Kalyuga, there is this kind of rasa, it's called rasa, according to Patanjali Yoga Sutra, Narakiya ras. नारकीय तो समझ गए ना, hellish, नारकीय रस. Now, many of us, we may not have experienced that kind of narkiya ras, but at least through hearing we know. To begin with, intoxication. How much this industry is booming. Which industry? The industry of intoxication. I'm coming from Nasik. Nasik is now called the wine city. It's supposed to be divine city. Lord Ram's holy place, it's famous as for, क्योंकि अंगूर, इतने अंगूर उगते हैं. लेकिन हम लोग मनुष्य क्या है कि ताजे अंगूर नहीं खाने हैं, सड़ाएंगे उसको, सड़ा के उसकी शराब बनाएंगे. Now, even before going to Nasik, when I was in the Air Force, over there, drinking rum, there was one popular brand of rum which is still in the armed forces very much prevalent. Of course, I never tasted it, but I would always see, in our barracks and the bar and my colleagues and all of them practically every day opening this brand. It was a rum called Old Monk. Called Old Monk. अभी भी मुझे वो दिन याद है. We had graduated from our training. Passing out parade हो गई. अब passing out party. Now party, we all have been commissioned. Now after getting commissioned, this is like now you are a permanent staff of the Indian Air Force. It's like the day of your life. बनता ही है दारू पीना, है ना? बहाने ढूंढते हैं, ये बहाना तो सर्वोत्तम बहाना. So the party, everyone had, their own favorites. किसी के whiskey, किसी का rum, किसी का vodka. Now I was a teetotaler. Everyone was looking at me. ये पता नहीं कौन से ग्रह से आया है. तरस खा रहे थे मेरे ऊपर. So they all had their pegs and the party began. And they are looking at me. I said, नहीं भाई, नहीं. तो कुछ तो चाहिए तेरे सामने, ग्लास तो चाहिए, कुछ ग्लास के अंदर कुछ तो चाहिए. मैंने कहा नींबू पानी. नींबू पानी? Are you serious? What kind of spoiled sport you are? You are a party killer. तेरे नींबू पानी को देख के हमको गिल्टी महसूस होगा. तो मैंने कहा ठीक है, कुछ भी मत दीजिए, पानी दे दो खाली. नहीं, लेकिन ये वाला नहीं. सो फाइनली बहुत उनको मेहनत करनी पड़ी उसको अरेंज करने के लिए, नींबू पानी अरेंज करने के लिए. ये सब इजीली अवेलेबल था, बाकी चीज़. तो एक दो पैक जब चढ़ गए, एक दो पैक चढ़ने के बाद फिर होता है ना, जैसे स्पिरिचुअल वर्ल्ड में कथा गानम नाट्यम, एवरी वर्ड इज सिंगिंग. तो एक दो पैक चढ़ने के बाद फिर नो मोर टॉकिंग, इट्स ऑल सिंगिंग इन मेलोडीज. तो अपने अपने पैग उठाकर वो लोग गाना शुरू किए. सुनो गौर से दुनिया वालों, बुरी नजर ना हम पर डालो, चाहे जितना जोर लगा लो, सबसे आगे रहेंगे हिंदुस्तानी. बिकॉज सोल्जर्स, तो इसलिए नशे में भी देशभक्ति के गाने. तो सब अपने अपने ग्लास लेकर सुनो गौर से दुनिया वालों, बुरी नजर ना हम पर डालो, चाहे जितना जोर लगा लो, सबसे आगे रहेंगे हिंदुस्तानी, ऐसे करके दिखा रहे मुझे। तो मैंने भी अपना ग्लास हाथ में उठाया, मैंने कहा हम भी गा के दिखाएंगे तुमको। तो फिर हमने अपना ग्लास लिया और मैं भी गाना शुरू किया। सुनो दारू पीने वालों, बुरी नजर ना हम पर डालो, चाहे जितना जोर लगा लो, सबसे आगे रहेगा नींबू पानी। So I had a colleague, his name was Prakash Kumar Ghorpade, Maharashtrian guy. And he would always be in those netherworlds, after drinking so much. Every day, instead of bed tea, he would have bed rum. He would wake up with that. So I remember 1st January, so 31st night, the New Year's Eve, totally drunk. And on the uniform, you have to write your initials. So he would write PK Ghorpade. Prakash Kumar. His name was Prakash Kumar, but the initials were PK. So you would call him PK Girpade. Because 31st night, यहाँ वहाँ गिरा पड़ा मिलता था. And I would always take duty on 31st night so that I will away from all that mayhem. So 1st January, I'm coming back in the morning from my duty, and then he somehow wakes up. He sees me. रुक जा, मुझे कुछ पूछना है, सवाल है. Imagine 1st January morning 6:30, उसको बहुत important सवाल पूछना है मुझसे. क्या नाम है? पीके गिर पड़े, अभी भी उठे. तो मैंने पूछ भाई, शराब पीने का गुनाह मैंने किया. शराब पीने का गुनाह मैंने किया तो मुझे नर्क मिला. मिला कि नहीं मिला? मैंने कहा हाँ मिलेगा. शराब पीने का गुनाह मैंने किया, मुझे नर्क मिला. नर्क ने क्या गुनाह किया, उसे मैं मिला. मैंने कहा मैंने क्या गुनाह किया, तू मुझे मिला, वो भी 1 जनवरी को. सो नारकीय रस. You want to know to what extent some human beings can stoop down to enjoy narkiya ras. One example. I'm begging forgiveness for giving this example, but just for you to understand to what extent the bottom of the trash can is going even lower. There is a coffee. It is considered to be the costliest coffee in the world. This coffee is called the elephant poop coffee. You can Google it. Elephant poop coffee. And there are videos also of this. So basically what it is, that the coffee beans are fed to an elephant, and when the elephant discards it next day, you got it? So from the poop of this elephant, the remnants of those coffee beans are extracted. पता नहीं कौन से हंस को इस्तेमाल करते हैं उसको निकालने के लिए. And those coffee beans are brewed and the coffee is made. And people, they relish this elephant poop coffee. 1 cup, it cost $150. पता है 10,000 रुपए एक कॉफी कप. और क्या है उसके अंदर? हाथी की टट्टी. अब पहुंची बात. वो हाथी को भी पता नहीं कि उसकी पॉटी में इतनी खूबी है. So this is called Narkiya Ras. Don't have to go to hell. वो भी शर्मा रहे हैं, नर्क के लोग भी शर्मा रहे हैं, हम भी इतने नहीं गुजरे, नीचे गए गुजरे हुए थे. So according to Patanjali Yoga Sutra, this is Narkiya Ras. Then Parthiv Ras, earthly, kam se kam. So earthly is that when the bodily concept of life is the strongest. And in the bodily concept of life, one forgets, absolutely forgets, that there could be anything higher up than that. So according to Yoga Sutra, Patanjali Muni, he explains that when someone is totally into Parthiva Ras, cannot think at all. Like one devotee was mentioning, it was, I guess, in Russia, he was giving the basic Bhagavad Gita class, and there was some newcomer sitting. And he said, so you're not this body. The beginning, basic, you're not this body. So one person, he's asking, so whose body am I? कहाँ से शुरू करोगे तुम? Whose body am I? If I'm not my body, I have to be someone's body. And therefore, in the English, we say, how is every body at home? In pronunciation, we say, how is everybody at home? But what essentially it means is, how is every body at home? पूछने में भी हम कैसे पूछते हैं कि घर के सारे शरीर कैसे हैं? अगर इसका हिंदी ट्रांसलेशन करें, हाउ इज एवरीबडी एट होम, घर के सारे शरीर कैसे हैं? अब अगर कोई हमारे प्रोग्राम में आने के बाद गीता कोर्स अटेंड कर लिया, उसके बाद में पता चला कि हम शरीर नहीं आत्मा है, तो कैसे प्रश्न पूछा जाएगा? घर के आत्माएं कैसे हैं? सब शांति से सो रही हैं आत्माएं. So when the bodily concept is so thick, मिर्जा गालिब सुना? मिर्जा गालिब को एक दिन मच्छर ने काटा. भाई चुन के काटा मच्छर ने भी, मिर्जा गालिब को काटा. तो मिर्जा गालिब जो है, जब भी उसके साथ कुछ होता है तो हर चीज शायराना अंदाज में होता है. एवरीथिंग इज लाइक दैट, द पोएट्री. तो गालिब साहब को मच्छर ने काटा तो उस पर उन्होंने एक शेर फरमाया, मच्छर ने मुझे काटा, मच्छर का जुनून था. काफी जुनून था उस मच्छर में. मच्छर ने मुझे काटा, मच्छर का जुनून था, मैंने खुजलाया, ये मेरा सुकून था. मैंने खुजलाया, मेरा सुकून था. चाहकर भी मैंने उसे नहीं मारा, क्योंकि कमबख्त उसके रगों में मेरा ही खून था. खून का रिश्ता, अब मेरा खून उसके अंदर गया है, कैसे मारे? सो पार्थिव रस, you have these बकरे चढ़ते हैं ना बलि पर, कटते हैं बकरी ईद इत्यादि पर. So the example is given that when these goats, they are tied in a line, about to be slaughtered, but before that, before they being slaughtered, they are fed with the फाइनेस्ट ऑफ ऑल ग्रास. कसाई जो है इनको सबसे ताजी हरी पौष्टिक घास खिलाता है, मोटा ताजा करता है. किनको? इन बकरों को. और ये बकरे खाते खाते कोई इनको लेना देना नहीं है कि जो मुझसे पहले बकरा गया उसका क्या हाल हुआ. हलाल हुआ है, गला कटा है, उल्टा लटका है, लेकिन यहाँ घास मिल रही है, घास मिल रही है। और दोनों बकरे चर्चा करें, मेरी वाली ज़्यादा अच्छी लगी, तेरी वाली कैसी? अरे अभी 2 मिनट बाद तुम्हारा गला कटने वाला है। घास, पार्थिव रस, only thinking about the present bodily gratification, that is parthiv. Swargiya. So in Swarga, just like in Parthiv Ras, there is so much of the birth, old age, disease and death, they all, are intertwined with little bit of pleasure here and there. But in Swarga, over there, you don't find, hospitals, old age homes, Swargvasis with white hair, with no hair, no teeth, तोंद बाहर निकली है. No, everyone is pink of their health. But over there, what happens is, as one keeps on enjoying, कैसे prepaid account जैसा है वो, कि जितना पुण्य किया है उतने प्याले सोमरस के मिलेंगे. जितना पुण्य किया है उतने अप्सरा का डांस देखने मिलेगा. इतना सब कुछ फिक्स्ड है. एक प्याला सोमरस का पिया, टिक मार्क करते जाते. और उसको जितना वो एंजॉय करते जाता है उतना उसको स्वर्ग के कोने में ढकेला जाता है. फाइनली जब प्रीपेड अकाउंट में खाली 2 रुपए बचे हैं, खाली उतना ही पुण्य बचा है, हो गया उसका लास्ट प्याला सोमरस का, हो गया पुण्य, टिक मार्क हो गया, राइट ऑफ हो गया, इधर से उसको धक्का मारा जाए. धक्का मार के फिर से क्षीणे पुण्य मर्त्य लोकम विशंति. अभी सोमरस पी रहा था, अभी चाय टपरी के दुकान पे, ये क्या है, कहाँ गया सोमरस, कहाँ गया? So that is Swargya. Divya Ras, all the Brahmavadis, when they go to Brahma Jyoti, so the kind of rasa which they experience, that's called Divya Ras. Yes, of course, it is beyond the Narkiya, the Parthiva, the Swargya. It is in the Brahma Jyoti level. But then comes the Bhakti Rasa. When a devotee engages in the sweet, selfless, devotional service of the Lord, that's called Bhakti Rasa. So herein, we begin with when Krishna, on this Sharat Purnima night, when he played his celebrated flute, Bansuri, what actually happened? This is how this pastime begins, Krishna playing his celebrated flute. Now that flute of Krishna, which is like, the signature of Krishna. Only he has that flute, and only he can play the flute like that in the entire creation. So that's his signature. But do you know, from where did Krishna get that flute? It is mentioned by our acharyas that in Govardhan Leela, after Indra and Surabhi, when they came to Govinda Kund and they did the Abhishek, and Lord Krishna got the name Govinda. So all the demigods, in fact, Prahlad Maharaj, Dhruva Maharaj, Vashishta, Vishwamitra Muni, all the demigods, they all lined up in order to celebrate and participate in this Abhishek of Govinda. And they all got gifts. Suryadev got some earrings, Chandradev got a necklace for Krishna, and Lord Shiva, he got the flute for Krishna. So this flute which Krishna holds has been gifted by none other than Lord Shiva. So Brahmaji, he glorifies the flute of Lord Krishna in the Brahma Samhita. So we have the last verse of the Brahma Samhita. Katha Ganam Natyam Api Vamshi Priya Sakhi Chidanantam Jyotir Tadanam Swadhyam Apicha. So in that, the word Priya Sakhi is used for Krishna's flute. Katha Ganam Natyam Vamshi Priya Sakhi. So that Vamshi is called Priya Sakhi. Now why? It's a bit astonishing that why Brahmaji is calling flute as Priya Sakhi. Sakhi means friend, girlfriend. And dear girlfriend. Priya Sakhi would mean dear girlfriend. So here in Rupa Goswami explains that on this day there is a connection. This Priya Sakhi word or this address to the flute as Priya Sakhi has connection with the Rasa Leela. So when Krishna on the Sharat Purnima night was playing upon the fifth note, so Krishna was sending messages to the gopis, especially Srimati Radharani, through the sound of the flute. And in Shringar Ras, so you have the Nayak and you have the Naika, the hero and the heroine. So in Shringar Ras, the hero never directly contacts the heroine. There is always a friend in between who transmits the messages. मूवीज में भी दिखाते हैं ना, डायरेक्टली कांटेक्ट नहीं होता पहले. कबूतर जा जा जा. So herein, when Krishna was sending messages to the gopis and especially Srimati Radharani, so it was through Priya Sakhi, the sound of Krishna's flute became that friend who was giving the message of Krishna to the gopis. The invitation, उनको आमंत्रण दे रहे थे. इस प्रिय सखी के द्वारा भगवान उनको आमंत्रण दे रहे थे इस रास लीला के लिए. So therefore, herein when we are talking of Krishna playing upon his flute, and then what happened? So every gopi, we must have heard this many times, that every gopi was hearing her name called through the sound of Krishna's flute. So Rupa Goswami explains that all of these gopis, they were in a certain dasha. वो अपनी किसी दशा में थे जब उन्होंने भगवान के बांसुरी की ध्वनि सुनी. परंतु जैसे ही बांसुरी की ध्वनि सुनी, उनकी जो भी दशा थी, अपनी उस दशा को वो छोड़ दिए. It's explained, one gopi, she was making flower garlands. So we all know that how flower garland is made. So you have a needle, a thread, and उसको पिरोया जाता है. So you pass through the flowers. So she was doing that, and Krishna timed the sound of his flute in such a way that exactly when she was in the middle of the act, बोलते ना, caught in the act, when she was in the middle of the act, that time the sound of the flute, I think Lord Ram wants to take part in Sharat Purnima. So she was holding the needle and thread in one hand, and she was having the flower in another hand. And as soon as she heard the sound of Krishna's flute, as it is, holding like that, she ran towards the sound of the flute. इसको क्या कहते हैं? अपनी दशा को न देखते हुए इन गोपियों ने भगवान श्री कृष्ण की दिशा पकड़ी. तो सही शरणागति क्या है? जब हम किसी भी हमारी दशा में हो, दुर्दशा में हो, हम भगवान श्री कृष्ण की दिशा की ओर अग्रसर हों. दैट इज रासलीला. Another gopi, she was applying kajal. So she applied kajal in one of her eyes. Again, the timing of Krishna's message Priya Sakhi was that she applied kajal in one eye, and as she was about to apply kajal in another eye, Krishna's Priya Sakhi came. The invitation for Ras Leela. And holding the kajal, without applying the kajal in the other eye, she is running towards Rasamandal. And the husband, the husband of this gopi saw, what is this? अरे काजल तो पूरा लगा, कहाँ जा रही? काजल तो पूरा लगा. So this gopi, she is telling to her husband, I'm going to Shyam Sundar. And Shyam Sundar, he doesn't care whether you have applied kajal in both of your eyes. वो तुम्हारे श्रृंगार की परवाह नहीं करते. इनफैक्ट वो क्या प्रश्न पूछेंगे? क्या है ये? काजल. तो श्याम सुंदर मेरे क्या प्रश्न पूछेंगे? व्हाट क्वेश्चन विल ही आस्क? कहां है जल का जल? कहां है जल आंखों में? द रियल डेकोरेशन, what Shyam Sundar is attracted towards is not the kajal, the mascara in the eyes, but the real decoration of the eye is that kajal. When Shyam Sundar is asking, kahan hai ashru jal? मेरे भक्ति के अश्रु जल कहां हैं? उनको वो काजल चाहिए. He wants that kajal. And therefore, I'm going to offer that kajal to Shyam Sundar. Now in Shringar Ras, there is a very interesting approach in which Shyam Sundar, he doesn't like when something is very immaculate, especially in Vrindavan. In Braj Bhasha, it's called Bedhanga. वहां पर भगवान को एक नाम दिया है वृंदावन में, बेढंगा गोपाल. जैसे मदन गोपाल है, वंशी गोपाल है, वैसे बेढंगा गोपाल. इसके पीछे एक पास टाइम है. So just like in this material world, a leader or a boss would want everything should be sophisticated, immaculate, precise, neat and clean. But Krishna, when he decorates himself, wildflowers, minerals here and there. कुछ खाने के लिए प्लेट भी कोई ऐसे नहीं कि चांदी की थाली ये हो, नहीं. पत्ते तोड़े, भोजन स्थली पे आप देखो, पत्ते तोड़े पत्थर के ऊपर खाद्य पदार्थ रखकर खा रहे हैं. So in Shringar Ras, Bedhangapan is very much appreciated by Krishna. So what happened actually, once Lord Krishna along with his cowherd boyfriends, so they were going in the forest, and all of a sudden, Subal, he notices, hey, Shyam Sundar, come here. He sees there is a murti, and it's murti of Shyam Sundar. And Subal says, it looks like you. See, looks like you. And Shyam Sundar comes and looks closely. Yes. Now nobody worships Shyam Sundar in Vrindavan in murti form. Narayan's murti is worshipped, but Shyam Sundar's murti form is not worshipped. So how come? Who carved this murti of Shyam Sundar? And immediately Shyam Sundar understood that this has to be Radharani. The sculptor has to be Radharani. Why? क्योंकि वो पूरी मूर्ति बेढंगी थी. इसको बोलते ना, शैबिली कार्व्ड. तिलक टेढ़ा. पहले से वो त्रिभंग टेढ़ा ही तो है, और टेढ़ा कर दिया उसको. पगड़ी टेढ़ी, कान एक बड़ा एक छोटा है, गाल एक बड़ा एक छोटा है. There was no coherence. There was nothing which was synchronized in that deity. Everything was unsophisticated, like they say. Bedhanga. How Shyam Sundar could make out and detect that Radharani must have carved this, that he is going back, rewinding that at what time, at this place, Radharani, when she was trying to carve a deity of Shyam Sundar, because of love for Shyam Sundar, her eyes were filled with kajal, ashru jal. And she was not able to see as she was carving. So she was not able to paint the tilak properly or give a proper shape to that deity. Because of what? Because of immense love, so much crying, that the entire deity at the end appeared to be looking apparently totally shabby, incoherent. But Shyam Sundar said, this is the real Pran Pratishtha which Radharani has done. And from that day on, he was called Bedhanga Gopal in Vrindavan. So, in Shringar Ras, this thing is very much appreciated. I met one Mexican person. He was not a devotee, but he was very much attracted towards Krishna Leela and Lord Krishna. He had read and he had visited also Vrindavan once. So he was a sculptor, so he carved a deity of Krishna, muscular built. You know, ऐसा biceps निकल रहा है. Muscular built. And you know what name he gave to that deity? Rocky. And the funniest part, when he would sing, Radha Rocky, Radhe. Well, of course, I'm not saying that that's bona fide. But herein, when Krishna played upon his flute, so these gopis, they were in their Bedhangapan. The point is, they were in their Bedhangapan, which was very much appreciated. So another gopi, she was milking the cow. And as she was milking the cow, in between she heard her name through Priyasakhi. Immediately, she left milking then and there and she started running. And that cow also started running behind this gopi. Now, by the way, in Ras Leela, the cows were not invited. Only the gopis were invited, the manjaris were invited, the cows were not invited. So, how come the cow also started running behind this gopi? The sound was only, it was like very personalized invitation. The invitation was only for that gopi and only that gopi could hear Krishna's flute playing. So how come this cow was following behind this gopi? So in Vrindavan, whenever the Brajavasis, when they milk the cow, they don't have to tie their legs. Like, you know, generally over here, when we milk a cow, we have to tie the legs of the cow. But over there, you know, they have a very sweet technique by which they don't have to worry about the kicking of the cows. What they do? They start Krishna Kirtan. As they are milking, they start singing Krishna's glories. So as soon as the gopis start singing Krishna Kirtan, start doing Krishna Kirtan, the cow is stunned in ecstasy. स्तब्ध हो जाती है गाय. हिलती नहीं, हिलती डुलती नहीं. आराम से उसका दूध निकाला जाता है. So herein, this gopi was doing Krishna Kirtan as she was milking, and as soon as she heard the invitation, she left. And this cow was following behind this gopi. Arey, Kirtan to pura karo. So she was going behind this gopi, that you finish the Kirtan. One gopi, she was serving prasad to her husband. चावल डाला. अब चावल के ऊपर दाल डालनी होती है, तो कड़ची में दाल लिया. फ्लूट का साउंड आया. एकदम टाइमिंग क्या था? चावल प्लेट में पति के और कड़ची में दाल. स्पून filled with dal. And the sound. ऐसे ही दाल भरी हुई कड़ची ऐसे ही लेके उसी दशा में कृष्ण की दिशा की ओर अग्रसर. हस्बैंड देख रहा है, चावल इधर डाला, दाल कहां डालने जा रही हो? क्या था? अपनी दशा को नहीं देखा, कृष्ण की दिशा. वन गोपी, शी वॉज ब्रेडिंग हर हेयर. चोटी बना रही थी. एक बनाई चोटी, दूसरी चोटी बनाने के लिए बाल खुले छोड़े थे. साउंड आ गया, कृष्ण का फ्लूट साउंड आ गया. ऐसे ही यहां पे खुले, यहां पे चोटी बनी, ऐसे ही भाग रही. सो लाइक दैट all of these gopis, they are called sannyasi shiromani. They are called sannyasi shiromani. Why? Because a real renunciant is that who doesn't care about his dasha. वो किस दशा में है उसकी परवाह वो नहीं करते, और उनका केंद्र, उनके केंद्र बिंदु, उनका ध्येय, उनका उद्देश्य केवल कृष्ण की दिशा. तो क्योंकि ये गोपियां अपनी दशा की परवाह न करते हुए भगवान श्री कृष्ण की दिशा की ओर अग्रसर भागने लगी, इसलिए ये सन्यासियों में शिरोमणि कहलाई गई. बट देन you have the flute sound heard by Srimati Radharani. So what is the significance of Srimati Radharani now in the Ras Leela? So as soon as now she heard her name being called, now Krishna is called the Mahanayak and Srimati Radharani is the Mahanayika. So as soon as she heard her name being called through Priya Sakhi, immediately she also left to meet with Krishna. Someone is holding her hand from behind. That's Lalita Devi. Lalita Devi is telling Srimati Radharani, no, not now, not so soon, itni jaldi nahi. And Srimati Radharani, why? What's the problem? So again in Shringar Ras, the Mahanayika, her entry has to be very timely. So Lalita Devi is telling to Radharani, act pricey. You have to act pricey. It's like in Bollywood also, when the hero की एंट्री कैसे होती है, एकदम बहुत ही स्ट्रेटेजिक टाइम पर होती है ना हीरो की एंट्री. और एंट्री भी कैसी होती है? स्क्रीचिंग साउंड ऑफ द कार. पहले खाली गेट खुलता है, कैमरा जूतों के ऊपर, खाली जूते दिखते हैं, टाक 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 टाक. सब लोग समझ जाते हैं किसकी एंट्री हुई है, नायक की एंट्री हुई है. तो यहां ललिता देवी बोल रही है, ऐसे एंट्री नहीं करनी है तुमको, तड़पने दो थोड़ा. सो जयदेव गोस्वामी, he says that Srimati Radharani's condition here, she is desperate to meet with Shyam Sundar, and Lalita Devi is not willing to let her go. So Jayadev Goswami mentions in one of his pada that Radharani's condition was like that deer who is trapped in a forest fire, and there is only one path where there is no fire, and the deer is wanting to escape from that path where there is no fire, but the deer sees that the hunter is there waiting to shoot at the deer. So the condition of that deer trapped in that forest fire, and the only escape route is blocked by this hunter, is the condition of Srimati Radharani right now. So all the other gopis, they have reached the Rasamandal. And as they have reached Rasmandal, Lord Krishna is asking them, why have you come? कार्ड आपने भेजे, पर्सनलाइज इनविटेशन आपने दिया, और अभी आप पूछ रहे हैं why have you come? So this was a very loaded question. Because Radharani hasn't come, so Lord Krishna actually, the question what he had asked to all of these other gopis, why have you come without Radharani? So that was silent. What was silent? Without Radharani, that was silent. So Krishna is now speaking to these gopis who have just come that without Srimati Radharani, what this Ras Leela will be like. तो बहुत से उपमाएं भगवान श्री कृष्ण देते हैं. So many metaphors and similes Lord Krishna gives. He says, Ras Leela without Srimati Radharani is like Bhoga without Tulsi. The first example is Bhoga without Tulsi. The second example he gives, Ras Leela without Srimati Radharani is like a नौलखा हार. एक हार 9 लाख का, इसलिए उसको नौलखा बोलते हैं. नौलखा हार बिना हुक के. विकल्पना कीजिए, किसी को 9 लाखा हार भेंट में दिया, हुक ही नहीं है, उसके पीछे हुक ही नहीं, तो बेचारी वो उसको पहनेगी कैसे? ऐसे पकड़ के रखेगी दिन भर. So Krishna is giving this example that Ras Leela without Srimati Radharani is like this costly necklace without a hook. Next example he gives. Ras Leela without Srimati Radharani is kajal without eyes. आँख ही नहीं है, काजल कहाँ लगाओगे? काजल without eyes, gajra without hair. ये हमारा एक्सपीरियंस बहुत होता है, especially in Bombay when I used to travel, for my preaching programs in taxi and all, car, पैसेंजर सीट पे बैठे हैं, तो ये गजरा बेचने वाले आते हैं ना, तो उनको पहले पता नहीं होता कि अंदर कौन बैठा है, फिर एकदम नजदीक आते हैं, गजरा 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 गजरा. तो उनका जो एक्सप्रेशन होता है ना, नजदीक आके जब देख लेते हैं कि लगाएगा कहाँ ये, तो भगवान बोल रहे हैं बिना राधा रानी के ये हाल है. एक्सप्रेशन, एग्जैक्टली दिस एक्सप्रेशन, कि बिना बाल का गजरा किस काम का, बिना नाक की नथनी, नथनी नोज रिंग, वेरी कॉस्टली नोज रिंग, नाक ही नहीं है तो कहां लगाओगे? बिना कान के कुंडल, बिना कलाई के कंगन. So all of these examples Krishna is giving, and the final example Krishna gives, Ras Leela without Srimati Radharani is like a lady putting sindoor without a husband. बिना पति के सिंदूर. इसलिए एक गीत में हम गाते हैं, जय गोपाल जय गोपाल जय राधापति दीन दयाल. So herein Krishna is telling to all the gopis that she is supposed to be called Radha Pati. Or sorry, I am supposed to be called Radha Pati, and she is my eternal consort. So giving all these examples, Lord Krishna, when he's asking this question to the gopis, why have you come? Which means, why have you come without Srimati Radharani. So herein, as Rasanam Samu iti Rasa Leela, when Rupa Goswami is saying, so we begin with the 5 Mukhya Ras. So we all are aware of the 5 Mukhya Ras: Shant, Dasya, Sakhya, Vatsalya, Madhurya. So herein, we'll see that how each of these rasas, they are contributing in the Maharas of Radharas Bihari. So Shantaras. So who is contributing through Shantaras? The Purna Chandra of Sharad Purnima, the full moon of Sharad Purnima night. So we can see tonight the full moon. Now it is said that the full moon on the Sharad Purnima night is the most beautiful Purnima Chandra in the whole year. Now, so many times, every month you have the Purnima, but the Purnima of Sharad Ritu, the first Purnima of Sharad Ritu, that is considered to be the most beautiful full moon. You know why? Because आफ्टर द समर सीजन, अभी ग्रीष्म ऋतु पूरी हुई और ग्रीष्म ऋतु में बहुत सी धूल उड़ती है. समर सीजन, बिकॉज ऑफ हॉट विंड्स. सो बहुत सी धूल उड़ती है ग्रीष्म ऋतु में. और ग्रीष्म ऋतु के बाद आती है वर्षा. सो दैट सेटल्स ऑल द डस्ट. सो वेरी पोएटिक दिस example Rupa Goswami is giving, that the raising of the dust in the summer season is like the application of uptan. स्नान करने से पहले उपटन लगाते हैं ना, क्या बोलते हैं इंग्लिश में? नहीं, इंग्लिश में क्या बोलते हैं? इंग्लिश में सब समझ में आएगा ना? उपटन समझ में आ गया ना? कहीं का इंग्लिश वर्ड नहीं होता है. फेस पैक होता है ना, बॉडी पैक बोल सकते हो उसको. बॉडी पैक कैसे? नहीं, उपटन पूरे शरीर पे लगाया जाता है. तो ये धूल जो है ग्रीष्म ऋतु की, ये चंद्रमा के ऊपर उपटन लगाने जैसा. और उसके बाद उपटन लगाने के बाद ऐसे कोई छोड़ नहीं देता. दिन भर ऐसे उपटन लगा के नहीं घूमता. उपटन लगाया सुंगो, नहीं, उपटन लगाने के बाद पानी से उसको साफ करना है. सो रूप गोस्वामी इज सेइंग दैट इन समर सीजन, so the dust which is being raised is like the application of uptan, and the monsoon season is like the shower which now makes the moon ready. So the first full moon after the summer and the rainy season is this, the Sharad Purnima moon. And therefore, Lord Krishna could have chosen any Purnima of the year. Why did Lord Krishna choose the Purnima of Sharad Ritu? Because Lord Krishna is born in Chandravamsha. And Chandra is feeling so proud. Chandra is kind of requesting Lord Krishna that let me be at my best. So the full moon, Purnima Chandra, is at his best today. Sharad Ritu ka ye Purna Chandra. So he is offering in Shantaras his services on this Sharad Purnima night. And there are trees, because there are times wherein Lord Krishna, he doesn't want too much of light in the Rasamandal. So there are trees, they create a canopy and they cover the moonlight. And just shimmering moonlight here and there is coming. So when that is required, so the trees, they offer their services again in Shantaras. In Dasyaras, Divyat Vrindaranya Kalp Durmada, Shrimad Ratnagar Simhasanasto. तो रत्न बेदी के ऊपर सब गोपियां, that you must have seen that painting of Radha and Krishna, and the gopis, one is offering tambul, a chamar, and one is playing mridanga, one is massaging. So here in Dasyaras, so they are offering their Dasyaras in Rasa Leela. Sakhyaras, how is Sakhyaras being offered in Rasa Leela. When Krishna is dancing with the gopis, he makes them so fatigued. They are so tired, and Krishna makes sure that there is no Ratna Bedi or there is no seat wherein they can sit and rest. So what they have to do, what the gopis have to do, they have to put their arms around Krishna's shoulder in order to rest after they are fatigued. So only a friend does that, putting the arm around the shoulder. So herein, Rupa Goswami explains that there is the exhibition of Sakhyaras through the gopis to Shyam Sundar. I was wondering, Vatsalya Ras, how come Vatsalya Ras would be there in Rasa Leela? So there is a point when Radha and Krishna, they are alone, and in one Nikunja, they catch hold of peacocks and parrots, and they become teachers. So they teach, they are tutors to peacocks and parrots. So they teach poetry and dance. To both peacocks and parrots, they teach poetry and dance. So as they have become tutors, so they play the role of Vatsalyata. So there is Vatsalya Ras in Ras Leela. And of course, the entire Ras Leela is what? Madhurya Ras. So it is explained that each gopi, according to her stature, according to her complexion, according to her height, psychophysical nature, Krishna would expand exactly like that. यदि कोई गोपी बहुत ऊंचे कद की है, तो श्याम सुंदर उसके कद के मैचिंग के बन गए. यदि कोई गोपी दुबली है, तो श्याम सुंदर भी दुबले हो गए उसको मैच करने के लिए. कोई अगर अच्छे साइज की है, तो श्याम सुंदर भी अच्छे साइज के हो गए. जैसे उसका हाव भाव, उस प्रकार से श्याम सुंदर अपने को ढाले. So herein you see that all of these 5 rasas, they were offering themselves for the Maharas. And then we come to the 7 Gauna rasa, which is mentioned in Bhakti Rasamrit Sindhu. So how these rasas, Adbhut, Bhayanak, Bibhatsa, Raudra, Virya, Karuna, Hasya, how all of these other secondary Gauna rasas also were giving their contribution in the Maharas. So Adbhut Ras. So in Adbhut Ras, what happened was that when Lord Sri Krishna along with Srimati Radharani, when they were seeing so many different species, and some of these species were behaving not in their regular way. In fact, they were behaving in a contrary way. So peacocks were dancing like monkeys, and monkeys were dancing like peacocks. Ferocious animals, they had become like mute animals. Mook prani, जिसको बोलते हैं. Tigers, ferocious animals. They were behaving like deers, and deers were becoming ferocious like tigers. So they were doing it on purpose to exhibit what? Adbhut Ras in Ras Leela. That what should be our contribution? It should not be something very regular and normal. It should be uncommon. So Adbhut Ras. So these animals, these species, some of these species, they couldn't even make out Radha and Krishna, that they've never seen species like that. So they were in Adbhut Ras, looking at these, very, you can say, strange activities of the species. Then Bhayanak. In one Nikunja, as Srimati Radharani entered, there were these huge bumblebees, and they started to buzz around her. And Radharani felt that this is something very Bhayanak about to attack. So Srimati Radharani was alarmed, and they were doing it on purpose to include the Bhayanak, because Shringar Ras should have all these 12 rasas. Then Bibhatsa. You know what Bibhatsa means? Disgust. नो, रास लीला, यहाँ पर हम सब मीठी खीर खिला रहे हैं, खा रहे हैं, शरद पूर्णिमा खीर के लिए फेमस है। डिस्गस्ट कैसे आ सकता है? हाउ कम बिभत्स? Radha Rani's one name is Gaurangi. And there is a flower, there is a lotus flower in Vrindavan which is golden in color. So this golden lotus flower was kind of showing off itself next to Gaurangi. सेल्फी निकाल रहा था ऐसे कर, श्रीमती राधा रानी के सामने was showing off. And when Shyam saw this golden lotus flower next to Gaurangi, there was disgust. Seeing that, there was bibhatsata. You're trying to compare your complexion with hers? Get lost. So like that. So he was also doing it on purpose to create that bibhatsa ras. Then Raudra ras. One gopi in the middle of the Ras Leela, because Radharani started to sweat so much, so her makeup was going away. So this gopi took Radharani aside to do the makeup again. So she was decorating. होता है ना, मेकअप चल रहा है, मेला ही खत्म हो रहा है, मेकअप अभी भी चल रहा है. So Krishna was becoming angry. To hell with this decoration, just send her here. So in that, there was Raudra, there was anger exhibited by Shyam Sundar. Virya ras, chivalry. So in the middle of the Ras Leela, there is a sangram, a battle called Prem Sangram, love battle. And in this love battle, Shyam Sundar on one side and all the other gopis on the other side, and they had flower bombs throwing at each other. So this is called Prem Sangram happening. And Shyam Sundar was winning over the gopis. He was too fast and he was having too many flower bombs. And the gopis, including Srimati Radharani, they were not able to win over Shyam Sundar in this Prem Sangram. So all these gopis were looking helplessly at Srimati Radharani. Save us, do something. You are the Mahanaika. You know what she does at that time? She starts whistling. Radharani siti bajane lagti. Exactly the sound of Krishna's flute. And Krishna, he stops throwing those flower bombs and he's looking here and there. My flute is kept there. I am not playing that flute. And only I am the one who plays flute in Vrindavan. ये flute की आवाज कहाँ से आ रही है? And Radharani is from behind the bushes whistling. And Shyam Sundar is looking at the flute. अपने से आवाज आ रही, खुद से आवाज कर रहा है. And Basuri is looking. अरे मुझे साइलेंट करके आप गए थे. So, जब इस कश्मकश में श्याम सुंदर अपनी बांसुरी के साथ इस कश्मकश में आदान प्रदान करते हैं, श्रीमती राधा रानी indicates to all the gopis, this is the time, attack. And then they win over Shyam Sundar. That's called Virya Ras in Ras Leela. Karuna Ras. Very interesting. When Shyam Sundar sees that Radharani is so tired that she cannot even take another step, so Shyam Sundar lifts Radharani with both his hands out of Karuna. He lifts her out of Karuna. But you know what's happening? Radharani, as soon as she is in the arms of Krishna, held by Krishna like that, already she is so tired and fatigued, she goes to sleep. And gently she is snoring also, which means Shyam Sundar realizes that she is sound asleep. And Shyam Sundar is so sensitive, he doesn't want to break her sleep. So he's tiptoeing even his walking should not wake her up. Imagine करो किसी को उठाया हुआ है कोई और दबे पांव या टिपटो चल रहा है, कितना मुश्किल है. And then Shyamsundar himself was sweating, so he was maneuvering that his sweat drops should not fall on the face of Srimati Radharani. So he was tiptoeing, maneuvering, all this gymnastic circus चल रहा है. And he's wondering, गोवर्धन उठाना आसान था. But Rupa Goswami, when he is envisioning this scene, what ras he is saying? He is seeing Karuna in Shyamsundar. The Karuna ras in Shyamsundar. And finally, Shyamsundar is seeing all these Adbhut, Bhayanak, Bibats, Virya, all these rasas happening. कुछ हंसी मजाक नहीं हुआ, हास्य कुछ नहीं हुआ. So he approaches Srimati Radharani and he says, did you notice when I was playing the flute and you were dancing, did you notice all the demigods had come to watch your dance? 33 crore demigods had come. And Radharani, no, I didn't notice anyone except you. Hare, you missed out. There was audience from all planets. It was jam-packed. And Radharani was flattered. And Shyamsundar said, let's try again. I'll play the flute. And you close your eyes, because it may happen that if your eyes are open, they may not come. Yeah, I remember your eyes were closed and they had come at that time. Therefore you couldn't see. So close your eyes and dance again. I'll play the flute. And then when I, through my flute playing, I'll indicate, then you open your eyes little bit and see how many demigods have come. So, quite innocently, she agrees to Shyamsundar, this plea. And he starts playing his flute. And Srimati Radharani starts to dance. So exactly, the description, I remember one old-time song, Madhuban mein Radhika नाचे रे गिरिधर की मुरलिया बाजे रे. Exactly, this description is mentioned in Ujjwal Neelamani. गिरिधर मुरलिया बजा रहे हैं, मधुबन में राधिका नाचे. And it is not just because फ्लूट के ऊपर कोई डांस कैसे कर सकता है खाली फ्लूट के साउंड पे. मृदंग बाजे तिरिकिति तुम तिरिकिति ताता. So the sound of mridang is also coming out from the flute playing of Krishna. So Radharani is totally absorbed. Dancing, dancing, dancing. And then Krishna, he pulls out a small sized flute. So he's already playing one big sized flute. He pulls out a small sized flute and he starts playing with, through his nose. यहाँ पे होंठों से एक बांसुरी बज रही है, दूसरे हाथ से नाक से जो हवा निकल रही है वहां से ये छोटी बांसुरी, वही कर सकते हैं, वो बांसुरी वाला ही कर सकता है. He is playing the flute with his nose. And you know why that small flute playing with his nose? He invites all the monkeys. What he had told Radharani, demigods आएंगे देखने के लिए, तो सारे बंदर आ गए वहां पे. ये आवाज सुनकर सारे बंदर आ गए. And then through his flute sound, he indicates Radharani to open her eyes and see who the celebrated audience has come to watch her dance. And as she opened her eyes, langur खुजलाते हुए ऐसे कर रहे, किच 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 ऐसे कर रहे. And then she realized, what? These are the demigods you're talking about. And everyone, he has a hearty laugh. The langur, the bandar, then all of them, they had a hearty laugh. So herein, Hasyaras, he includes in Ras Leela. So finally, when all of these rasas, they are contributing to each and every aspect of this Chudamani Leela of Sri Krishna. Lord Sri Krishna, he was totally lost in the love of the gopis. And then, like I said, he felt himself complete. तब तक वो अपने आप को अपूर्ण पुरुषोत्तम कह रहे थे. भक्त तो उनको पूर्ण पुरुषोत्तम कहते हैं, लेकिन खुद स्वयं श्याम सुंदर अपने आप को अपूर्ण पुरुषोत्तम कहते थे. इस महारास लीला के पश्चात उन्होंने अपने आप को पूर्ण पुरुषोत्तम, लीला पुरुषोत्तम कहलाया. कृष्णेन न व्रजजन किल मोहितास्ते तैसः व्यमोहि भगवान इति सत्यमेव नुस्मारिति किमिति कृत्य न हो कथंचित. This beautiful verse by Sanatan Goswami, he mentions that when Krishna was in Vrindavan and performing these beautiful pastimes with the Brajabasis, Krishnena na vrajajana kila mohitaste taisa vyamohi bhagavan iti satyameva. That it was not the Brajbasis who were becoming vyamohit, but Krishna was becoming vimohit by the love of the Brajbasis. So much so, Gatva Mayaiva Sahivismrita Deva Karyo. He forgot his Deva Karya, that he has to go out. Narad Muni had to come with a list. There are so many demons waiting outside of Vrindavan for you to kill. After Keshi was killed, Narad Muni comes with a list. बाहर बहुत वेट कर रहे हैं, पार्टी बंद करो अभी यहाँ की. Duty calls. Vismrita Deva Karya. He forgot his Deva Karya because of so much of love showered upon. But herein, for us, what do we understand is that this Maharas Leela performed by Radharas Bihari and the other gopis, it teaches us one very important lesson. हमारी दशा न देखें बल्कि भगवान श्री कृष्ण की दिशा. यदि प्रेम चाहिए तो समर्पण खर्च करना होगा. कहते हैं प्रेम चाहिए तो समर्पण खर्च करना होगा. यदि विश्वास चाहिए तो ईमानदारी खर्च करनी होगी. किसी का विश्वास जीतना है तो ईमानदार होना होगा. किसी का प्रेम जीतना है तो समर्पण. प्रेम चाहिए तो समर्पण खर्च करना होगा. विश्वास चाहिए तो ईमानदारी खर्च करनी होगी. सत्संग चाहिए तो समय खर्च करना होगा, है ना. यहां आने के लिए समय निकालना पड़ता है. सत्संग चाहिए तो समय खर्च करना होगा. यदि कृष्ण कृपा चाहिए, उसे इकट्ठा करना है तो अपने आप को बिखरना होगा. कौन कहता है कि रिश्ते मुफ्त में आते हैं? कौन कहता है कि रिश्ते मुफ्त में आते हैं? अरे एक सांस भी अंदर लेनी होती है ना, तो पिछली सांस को परित्याग करना पड़ता है. तो हां, सुनने में रास लीला खीर के समान, शरद पूर्णिमा की खीर के समान बहुत मीठी लग रही होगी, परंतु जो त्याग, जो समर्पण इन गोपियों ने, श्रीमती राधा रानी ने दिखाया, इनके पद चिन्हों पर चलते हुए यदि हम ऐसे सन्यासी शिरोमणि बनने का प्रयास करें कि अपनी दशा, चाहे वो दुर्दशा हो, उसका ख्याल न करते हुए हम भगवान श्री कृष्ण की दिशा की ओर अग्रसर हों, तो वो है हमारे लिए हमारी रासलीला. बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. हरे कृष्ण.
RG Media YouTube channel. Like, share, subscribe.